The best ideas a lot of the time come from adjacent areas.
Mm-hmm. I want to understand a little bit more. When you realized you viewed risk differently from everyone around you, what were the assumptions for you going in, and how did you kind of handle those differing thoughts while you were trying to build Security Scorecard?
So I do think actually the best ideas a lot of the time come from adjacent areas.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always tell to people within the company, you want to have a beginner mindset. Just assume that you could be wrong.
Yep.
You have to have a low ego. You have to assume that you might be thinking about something the wrong way. And the best ideas often come from adjacent industries where you look at how something is done in a different industry and you say, can I apply it here?
Mm-hmm.
And so as I was thinking about this problem, I didn't know how I would solve it, but I learned about Dr. Virginia Apgar,
Mm-hmm.
who was a doctor who saved lives of tens of thousands of babies. Because when kids were born, they would do all kinds of expensive and complicated tests. But it would just take too long to get the tests back, so children would die, the newborns would die. And she said, what if I come up with a simple 10-point score system? Is the baby crying when you pinch the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Is the baby pink in complexion, which means breathing properly? So she came up with a very, very simple score, but it was very easy to apply it. And I thought, wow, that's really interesting. She went opposite the kind of what everybody thought and said, what if I approach it from a different scale? And I also thought to myself, you had all kinds of standards, NIST, ISO 27001 on cybersecurity, expensive security assessments, vulnerability scans. They were too long, too complicated to do.
Mm-hmm.
What could be a simple checklist where you could observe for any company in the world whether they're diligent or not? Like you look at a company and you notice on the bottom of a website for the coffee shop, it says copyright 2005. It's 2025. It's not a vulnerability. You can't exploit it, but you know that they've not updated the site for 20 years.